Rated. God, that is so hard to see. I took the most blurry photo. So we have Reed on pole. Jack in P2.
I'll be right back in this consent.
Cool. Oh, we actually have 19 people now. Everyone has joined. Ah. He'll go up. Kalen goes up to P5. Albert goes up to P6. Marius goes up to P7. Who's that? Gavin. It's almost blurry photo, I can't see a thing. Gavin is behind. So 2 alphas. Then... yeah, he's not that face. Tom is right back. God, need a better photo. Dennis is in P13. Wait, no, because Anis is P9, so he'll have to start P9, which splits a Ferrari and them. Who left? Oh, was it the Emerald Knight kid that left?
What's going on?
One of the Alfa Romeo drivers left.
Because he's pissed.
Michael left.
I don't know. What? So, is Anas starting P9 or P7?
P9.
Right.
Emerald Knight starts in P16.
Is Tom still? No, he still hasn't even picked the team.
Oh, why isn't Tom going to his team?
That's his own fault if he doesn't drive or anything.
Fair enough. He's either going to go to Aston Martin or thing if we're ready up now anyway.
No.
So
It just said that there was 19 people and then it went straight back to 18. Yeah, it's already up then. And you can just
18. Someone's gone then.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the Emerald Knight kid.
Oh well.
I tried.
Yeah.
Oh, he might. Oh, Don't know if he won't be able to just join. Oh well.
I swear, I've already said this to him. I said, yeah, if you're the top 10 or lower, you can start on whatever tire you want. And I swear.
So we are in for one good race. We had a hectic qualifying where Anis kept cutting corners. We had the two Red Bulls fight for pole position. At one point, Jack was on provisional pole by 0.02 of a second.
Yeah.
What a lap he produced. What a lap they both produced, to be honest. To be that close in qualifying on this track is absolutely amazing. That's the
Yeah.
difference between getting on the
Performance.
throttle or braking, or
Yeah,
even
performance.
maybe turning or hitting an apex. Or airtime. You know, there's a lot of sausage curbs here. Airtime could be an effect in that.
But yeah,
But they
performance
are all
matters.
underway for their formation lap. You have 18 drivers in the race at the moment. And that is the Mercedes speeding off. He is very keen to get underway for his formation lap. So everyone else, the top 10 are all on the medium. Mackenzie playing it smart. He's going for the one stop. He qualified in P11, so maybe if he's able to jump to the start into the top, he did qualify in P11, so that's fine for him to start
Do you wanna
medium. So
read through?
everyone else in soft.
Do you wanna read through the order of from P1 to P18?
Yeah, alright. So the order, by the way, the predicted strategy is a one stop going from soft to medium here. But anyway, the grid order, the two Red Bulls are on pole. Reed snatching his third or fourth pole this season. He is on an absolute flyer to start this season, on 110 points at the moment. We have his teammate Jack, who's also contending for the championship. They will go on the front row, but for the rest of the grid, we have 1-3, Omar P4, Kalen P5, Albert P6, Marius P7, Gavin P8, Anis P9, Kerr P10, Mackenzie P11, Tom P12, Dennis P14, Ryan P14, Brian P15, Zenon P16, Dominic P17, and Nick completes the order of today's grid in P18. Who's
But yeah,
starting on the soft way back.
who's lining up for the race? The race is gonna be underway. Everyone's just gonna line up on the grid on their orders. You see, some cars have just already been parked up, probably because they've been disqualified from the formation lap. So, yep.
Yep, and I'm going to be I know who I'm spectating. I'm spectating Jack, because you can really see he's a better start if you spectate the man who is in second place.
Yeah, he might get a jump on Reed, but it'll be probably wheel to wheel on the straight, so you'll get slipstream.
We go to 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Jack has a slightly better start. Will Reed pull over to the right? They're about to go side by side. They don't go side by side because Jack pulls out and he has to go over the curb. When he pulls out, Ewan trying to trail the Red Bull, but they are. Oh, and that's a retiree already from Nick. And this is a virtual safety car on the first lap already after Nick in the has retired. And I didn't get the best view of that. I don't think I even did get a view of that.
Yeah, what happened is I just went in the distance as the Ferrari, I think, just got hit by the Haas and he spun around. And the Haas has got the most damage, and I think it's let his rear wheel smashed off. So, yeah, it's a VSC. It's not a safety car. Well, it could be, but it's still saying that this is a VSC, and will probably be going underway just in a minute. Everyone's weaving
I've got a
for
message
tire
saying that on the stream that Nick took out Kerr. So need to see something of that, because if that is the case and he tried to do it purposefully, then this might have to be maybe disqualification. I mean, I know he's in plumb last already, but maybe even for the next race or grid penalty or something. But it's green flags, and we are underway. Did Jack to jump on his teammate? It looks like he did, because he is getting all that slipstream. He pulls to the left. They will go side by side through turn 3. What will happen? Reed is on the side, and Reed stays on the inside. A bit of contact there from E1 and Jack. They are both very good friends, but when it comes to track, not such good friends. Remember, they are 4 points away from each other going into this race. And it's Jack on Reed going down the inside of turn 4. Jack has made Reed has managed to stay up in 1, but Jack is coming back. He was trying to go around the outside of turn 6. He's trying to, but it doesn't look like it is. His plan is going forwards. It is a Red Bull 1-2 and a Mercedes 3-4. Both Mercedes trying to trail the Red Bulls, trying not to lose them. But the Ferrari with Kalen in P5, he has been very consistent so far this season. The Haas, who is on the grass, the gravel there at the moment, on the exit of turn 6, but at the moment, leading us into lap 3, we have who gets the fastest lap time. No, Omar has stolen that fastest lap time, but DRS will now come into play, and it will now be enabled from this lap. And will Jack use DRS? Will he need to? Because this could be an around the outside overtake. Will he get close enough? He's not close enough. He's still going to try to send it, and he has sent it, but he's not able to do anything.
He's going to get DRS.
Get the best exit. He has deploying plenty of VRF. We have Reed defend to the inside. They go to turn 4 and they touch. They do have a little bit of contact, but Jack is forced a long way round. And
he's been hit.
And that is Jack into the gravel. He has no damage, but that is Jack into the gravel, and a safe rejoin for the Red Bull. Who now has to do the job of working his way up the grid, and that is so unfortunate.
I think Omar. I think Omar hit him.
Oh.
Omar was under braking and hit him into the gravel.
Oh, that's very unfortunate for Jack, but I didn't get any cams on that, so if that was so to happen, Jack wanted to appeal on that, he would have to send in a clip, but I didn't see anything of it. And Anis fastest, he is trailing the Ferrari, who is right behind the 2 Mercedes. And what can Ferrari do? We are going on board with Kane, who has no ERS whatsoever. The McLaren trying to attack. Remember, the McLaren has best straight line speed, and the McLaren sends it down inside. It could have been 4 wide there, but
he's going to get 2 positions, and he's got DRS on the Mercedes. He's going to go for it.
DRS. He puts it on the grass. That's what he has to do, and he goes down the inside, and he is ahead. He has made about 3 or 4 positions in that 1 lap, and could he just win, overtake a race from that? And in my opinion, unless we see a better overtake, that will have to be overtaking the race. Overtaking 4 cars in a...
Yeah, overtaking 4 cars, that was unbelievable from Elias. But
Zenon and Alpine, this one. Zenon and Ryan.
But yeah, that was spectacular from the McLaren. He's showing so much pace, and he did get the better exit from that corner, and he did get that boost of DRS and the advantage of how much wheel spin he has, and he did get past.
And Jack has just gone fastest, and he is coming for that rear wing of the Ferrari. He is making his way back up the grid order. Remember, this is a DRS train, the battle, and that is the big send from Jack. He doesn't quite make the move, but it was a big send, and he now goes for the move on the Ferrari, going up to P5 now. Will it be around the outside? Will Kane be able to fight back? No, because the ball is fully ahead, and the Ferrari almost pushes him into the gravel, like the Mercedes did on lap 3.
Oh!
Oh! And what was that?
I think the Mercedes lost it, and almost he did hit the Red Bull, and the Red Bull went off the track, and will it be a safety car? I'm not sure, but I think he went on the gravel, I think, and he's lost so much positions. He's P12 now. I don't know what happened there.
And will Jack box? No, he won't box, which means he doesn't have damage, which means those reaction times from Jack were absolutely amazing. And those were some super reactions, some Pierre Gasly-like reactions from the Brits there.
But yeah, McLaren's going to get a run.
Because they have spun. meaning the McLaren has to pit, the Ferrari has to pit, and so does the Omar of Mercedes, who has a time penalty, and he has to try and win.
Yeah, A1 and the McLaren, no. A1, no. Elias and A1 are fighting for a position again, as I don't think he's done that, but he did, the McLaren driver Elias, he did get past him again.
Jack is now 8 tenths within them, so he'll get now Norris if he keeps up, if he manages to maintain this gap. But most importantly, E1 is 5 tenths behind Anis going into the DRS detection zone. He's going through turn 10, he gets a much better exit, and E1 is absolutely flying on today. As he gets DRS, this DRS zone will be to close the gap, so that after turn 1, that DRS zone, from turn 1 up to turn 3.
Oh, very wide.
Oh, and that's very wide. Yep, and the ERS, a lot of ERS being used currently. And when he pulls to the right, what will happen? They go side by side, and E1 does have the inside, so it'll be an easier move for him. And he has managed to pull that off. Although Anis has DRS now, and Jack is trailing behind. Just watch this battle. And Jack has a perfect onboard view of this battle. And what can Jack do? Maybe this next lap, because Reed, his championship rival, is starting to gap the rest of the field. The gap from Anis to the gap from second to first is 5 seconds. So what can we see happen? Will Jack go for a move this next lap? He hit the grass, which almost made him spin. So
it could be a 3 wide situation, as I think that AlphaTauri has spun.
AlphaTauri has spun. That'll be his AlphaTauri teammate overtaking him. Will it be a safe rejoin onto track? Yes, it will be.
But yeah, as Mercedes has a run on and he's going to go for it. Will he go for it? Oh, and he's touched!
That's Mercedes that hits the wall. He has lost an M. What about the McLaren? Because I'm pretty sure I saw the McLaren maybe hit the wall there as well. The McLaren doesn't have anything, but the Mercedes have lost an M plate. So that will be obviously reduced.
The McLaren goes down the inside of Jack.
Oh, and the Red Bull just made a beautiful switcheroo. He does not have DRS. The McLaren has probably plenty of ERS. They're still side by side. Heading down to turn 4. He has inside line. Will Anis leave space? Yes, he does. And, they are not side by side anymore. Anis has a head, but that is a full course safety car.
Oh yeah. But yeah, safety car. And I wonder if Reed is gonna box. And he does. He goes into the pit.
Yes, this is basically a free pit for them if they do. And they both have pit. Can Red Bull pull off this double stack beautiful enough that they make it perfect? As Anis is out of the pit box, Jack goes in. And quite swift for Red Bull there. Oh, and I think is in the pit stop, but Jack obviously being overtaken by Dennis. Dennis staying out on the soft compound tyre. He now have 1 pit stop to go, but everyone will have 1 pit stop to go.
Just a second, yeah, but I think Anas had damage, and the Jack has got it past him in the pits.
Oh.
And I think he did have damage.
What did happen?
He did have front wing damage. I just saw in the pit stop, and yeah, they changed the wing. That's why he is now P4, just behind Jack. So let's see what happens. They have fresh tires. I mean, the Aston Martin has a penalty. He's on old softs, and he's stayed out. He's the only one who stayed out.
Yep, and once again we have Jack and Dennis come together on the track, one behind the other. Dennis usually always been the one in front, like so now, and Reed just having the upper hand, will be able to. He knows Dennis is slower. He'll be able to gap his championship rival of Jack, the other Red Bull, and that is Dennis who's dive bombs in the pits. Dennis is going into the pits this lap.
He will probably be down the order then. As that is not a good thing for Dennis. He could have boxed like the other people in the top 5.
Yep, and now we are just waiting for some other people to, well, and that is Haas who goes across the path there.
Yeah.
But everyone trying to catch up to the safety car. Will Omar be able to pass us in the pits? Pretty sure he will.
Will the safety car be in?
And the Haas got front wing damage. That's why he has to take those fresh mediums off and put some fresh mediums on.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
So the safety car will most likely go out for another lap unless the Haas has some super pace to catch it this lap.
Could be, I'm not sure, but everyone else has catched the safety car except from the Haas, and I think he will catch him. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he'll definitely catch it. Maybe not this lap, but next lap surely.
Yeah, but it is decided from the game whether it will actually be in this lap, which I doubt it will, but that will give another lap of the medium tires to go, like, to have another lap of, I don't know, how can I say this, like, I don't know, could just be temperature really, just
not
get the temperature.
Damaged. Yeah, not getting as damaged. So remember, the less laps of racing we have, the less likely people are to like maybe lose a win or something. Because remember, a win could be lost on the last lap, or with that one extra lap, someone could close a gap down with that one extra lap.
Yeah, the car is out for another lap.
That is Tom who has pit unusually. Maybe he's going for the hard compound tyre and maybe trying to go to the end.
Could be.
What will he stick on?
Probably some hards, I'm not sure.
Got to do his 5-second penalty. He puts on the fresh mediums, changes his front wing, and now Aston Martin has to catch up to the safety car.
Oh no, we're gonna have to wait another lap for them, I guess.
Probs.
We just want some racing action, and it is 11 laps out of 36. We have just had multiple laps of racing action, and we just want it now again. To do with the two people who have been jockeying for position is Jack and Anis. So we'll see what happens once the safety car is in. But yeah, it's a Rebel one too. That safety car is in.
Safety car is in this lap. So and that is Jack. Wait, did Jack spin?
No, Jack didn't
saw him
spin.
go very wide. Oh. Like he went very wide and maybe even off the track, but that is Andy's trying to get side by side with the Red Bull. Red Bull's dancing. At the moment it is a Red Bull 1-2. Remember, this is the Red Bull ring, Red Bull's home Grand Prix. So they are looking to make their team principal proud at their home Grand Prix. And what can this these few laps bring us until probably there'll never probably be another safety car. Tom has managed to catch up to the pack.
But yeah, see what happens as
and that's Reed. Reed has now sent it, and Jack not getting the best of reaction times.
But yeah,
Jack
as
Alex is right behind Jack, and Jack will have to use ERS to defend against him. But Jack is closing down on his teammate, getting a better exit as well. Actually, no, Reed got a slightly better exit.
Is the McLaren going to have a run? I'm not sure. Is he going to go for a dive bomb?
He is 2 tenths behind. The dive bomb is looking pretty far from this kind of range.
No,
and it is too far. He waits, he is patient. The McLaren gets the Red Bull gets much better traction, has much better revs off of that corner on the acceleration. And yellow flags.
I think
and who is that? That is Dom. Dom is down. And that is the Williams making his move. No, not the Williams. Oh, and this is a freeway battle here, which Albert is sitting at the back of. We have Gavin trying to overtake Kerr. And what can we see here from this freeway battle?
Yeah,
the gap from 5th to 4th is 3 seconds already, and the Ferrari will be under huge amounts of pressure. Reed setting the fastest lap time on mediums. That is the AlphaTauri going very, very wide there. But Xenon gets overtaken by the Alpine.
Yeah, the Ferrari's probably going to go for another run.
Oh, and that's Aston Martin. Aston Martin. And Xenon has sent it. Absolutely sent it. And he has he is the man to come out ahead in that particular battle. And he is now trailing the few cars. Tom coming up behind him. And Tom has gone for a dive, and that is a very big dive. It has worked out, though. And Xenon going very wide there, as well as the Haas going very wide.
But yeah, still not really many places going up and on, but there has been some very spectacular fights going on right now with the Aston Martins and stuff, and we'll see that with the Red Bulls, as there is a yellow flag for some reason. But
they are next lap, so they'll be looking to gap McLaren as quickly as possible before the DRS zone. Will that gap him? It is 1 second. Will it stay 1 second? And it has stayed 1 second. Anis does not have DRS, and what a shocker for him. He's probably expecting DRS, or will not have that assisted to him, and is now using ERS to stay as close as possible so he can get the next DRS zone at least. And will he even get the next DRS zone? It looks like he has, but he hasn't. This is absolutely shocking for Anis. But as the Mercedes gets past the Williams and now tries to get past the Ferrari, he hit the Ferrari off, sending him very wide. And that's even Mackenzie now overtaking, trailing his effectively of what his teammate, as they're both on the same team principle, both getting the same team orders. And he will use the Mercedes as a tow to trail himself up the grid order. And the Williams is now to P9 after Caden kind of tumbled there. He lost 2 places in 1 corner.
Yeah, that's disappointing from him. I don't know exactly what happened, but yeah. Yeah, a bit of a fight with the Ferrari and McLaren. McLaren just have the DRS 620.
And also a bit of a fight at the back for P40, and then I got a brilliant run off of turn 8, slowing down a lot though.
Ooh.
And he's into the pits. Xenon is into the pits, so he will probably go on to mediums again, maybe hard, to try and go to the end of this Grand Prix.
Yeah, as I think, Jack is still trying to get ahead of Reed. He's using a lot of ERS. He's only 30% or 35% now, as he's probably going to harvest for the next lap on the straight.
And Omar going for a move on the Ferrari, has made the move. Oh wait, no, because they go side by side to turn 6. The Ferrari getting the better exit, and he is now staying ahead at the moment of the Mercedes. Remember, the Mercedes has better straight line speed. It is the 2 Aston Martins who will be trying to overtake each other right now.
No, McLaren and Mercedes having a fight for P3.
Oh, and it is, and the Mercedes will get DRS. Both having the same engine, both having similar straight line speed as well, but the Mercedes just edges out with that straight line speed, and the Mercedes has breezed past the McLaren. It's like taking candy from a baby, and then he has the inside line, but it's a switcheroo from the McLaren. And the McLaren has DRS as well, so the Mercedes will try to get his toe as much as possible to try and help him stay
Jack
close
is really close to Reed now.
Jack is much closer to Reed. The gap is only 0.2 of a second, and did Reed make a mistake for him to be that close? It is overcast weather, as you can see, so could we see some rain coming?
It could be, I'm not sure, but yeah, Jack will get the run on the straight. He just needs to nail these last turns and the first corner, so let's see what happens. Will we get it as Reed goes a bit wide there?
Definitely does get DRS for here. Both taking enough exit curb, and now Jack has the job, and he'll be trying to catch him. He'll be patient up here. He won't go for the dive now because he knows there's a better opportunity here, getting a bit of a better exit. But he's in the slipstream. What can he do in the slipstream of his Red Bull teammate? He pulls to the outside. The outside never wins here at turn 3. It's such a sharp and slow corner that the outside will never win. But did he get a better exit? Because he is right behind Reed. DRS is enabled again, and it's going to be around the outside again. And will the outside win this time? No, it won't, as he does back out.
He does try to go for the switcheroo, but he does just back out a little bit too much. And yeah, Reed still is.
And the McLaren and the Mercedes are side by side, going through turn 6. And will any of them get pushed out? The McLaren has to back out of that particular battle, as the Ferrari and the Oh, and that is the Red Bull! The Red Bull
Oh,
of Reed, who has spun it on the curb off turn 7. And that is a shocker for Reed. And he now has to catch up back to his teammate, like the Red Bull of Jack had to catch back up to Reed. But will Reed have the pace? Remember, we know Reed is the rain maestro, and he, if rain comes, he will probably be the most perfect for those conditions. But
yeah.
Zenon is on the soft compound tyre for some
As
reason. Those are
Anas
definitely
goes
not
for
on
another
tyre.
run down for the Mercedes. He has no ERS, but he still goes for it, and he's gonna go for it.
And he backs down the outside that time round, has won, but the outside obviously being the more defensive point of view. And Anis does get another run. He's up the inside and he has already completed the move before the braking zone of turn 4.
But yeah, as he is ahead of the Mercedes, but he does not have that much ERS, so he's probably gonna harvest again. But it is a very, very it's frustrating for Anas, and he's trying to pull away, but it's hard to as the very, very fast Mercedes of E1 is trying to get P2. As I think,
Yep, and another fast car of Reed is trying to catch the gap is 1.8 seconds. It will keep tumbling down. My prediction, he gains around about 3 tenths per lap from their battling. And if they go side by side at turn 3 like they did last time round, but E1 kind of screwed his exit there. Will he use ERS to try and catch up again? No, he will not. As you can see, Anis's red lights flash, which means he is harvesting ERS. So
yeah, it goes a bit wide there.
One exit.
Yeah, but yeah, the McLaren gets a really good exit. I mean, as I said, I said that he went wide, but he did get a good exit. As Mercedes is going to try go dancing round the outside, but it doesn't happen. He goes a bit wide a bit, but still, yeah, the McLaren is ahead. He's trying to defend for this P2, and that is a very good result. If he gets
now
this.
be within 1 second before this next DRS zone, because he is now in 1 second. The gap is now 9 tenths away. He has been like a bullet slicing through the air here at Austria, and he will now have DRS. He is now past
Reed
their
is
DRS
coming.
train and their
Reed is
battling.
here. Reed is coming. Reed just behind.
And now if Reed does get a good enough run, they'll be side by side, remember, through here, so he will get the better run than probably both. He deploys as much ERS as possible, goes for moving the Mercedes first, then it'll probably be the McLaren. It's 3 wide! It is wide! We saw these 3 at the start, swapped the Mercedes for Omar, and Reed does not have DRS. It is the McLaren that has DRS. So what can Reed do? Reed has more battery, remember. And will Reed go around the outside? He tries to go around the outside. His luck is not there. And points between them two.
Yeah, still side by side going into the corner.
Reed did have the inside line, and Reed is now ahead, and he will now try to gap them as much as possible before the next DRS zone. So that, and now one is right on the rear wing of that McLaren, trying to get every piece of slipstream as possible. Also trying to get the clean air, remember, to cool down temperatures, maybe tyres. And remember, there's a lot of right-handed corners, so the left
just get
front.
yeah, and just get DRS from the Red Bull. That keep him off from the Mercedes. As the Red Bull goes really wide.
To overtake the Red Bull.
Yeah, the Red Reed goes really wide, takes the escape route on turn 1, completely misses the corner. But yeah, the McLaren goes wide as well.
Yep, and now the McLaren DRS once again. He is gaining on that Red Bull. What can they do to stop them?
They have similar ERS, as there is a sector 3, and I think Dominic has spun.
So he'll have to make sure that he comes back onto track safely, as he has a lot of cars coming his way.
Yeah, he's just waiting for the leaders to go by.
He does come to track safely.
But yeah, don't want to have any trouble with hitting the Red Bull. That would be devastating. But yeah, he has very hot rears now, as I think he's going to dive into the pits as the Haas is spun. He's hit the wall as well a bit. He's hit the wall. As the track is starting to cool down. as rain is approaching. Wonder if rain's gonna come soon. It could be like, I don't know. We don't know what lap it is, but it could come like in a few laps. It could come whenever, but yeah, we're just
Not
waiting.
gapping the McLaren. McLaren tries to throw his orange car down the inside. It does not quite work for him though, and Reed is still out in front, but not quite gapping. But the second and third, obviously being Reed and Anis, are starting to gap the Mercedes of E1 behind. E1 trying to stick with him as much as possible. He needs that DRS to tow him along. He needs to be towed along as far as possible.
And Dominic has crashed.
Dominic. Oh, where was that?
It was. I think he just. I don't know. He put himself in the wall. It was just from the exit of. I think that is turn 2. Yeah. Turn 2. Will there be a safety car?
And this yellow flag sets to certainly, but Anis has gone down the inside. He has overtaken Reed, and Reed now has DRS. Anis immediately puts his McLaren to the right side of the track. The Red Bull is coming quick and fast, and he is now ahead of Reed of the McLaren as he shuts that gap close and says, "No, Anis, you're not coming through." And they are having constant battles now. That has allowed E1 to come back, and they are losing time to the Red Bull ahead, and it will be blue flags as Reed laps as Reed is coming close to lapping the Williams of Xenon.
But yeah, the McLaren, just over there, he almost did go into the Red Bull as he almost T-boned the Red Bull.
Full safety.
Yeah, it is, and I wonder, they just missed the pits, and I wonder if they're not going to pit now as they have to go around the track one more time as the Reed has to stay like behind the Williams. I think that is Xenon. Xenon. But yeah.
But Reed will obviously want to gap his teammate a little bit so that they can have a comfortable pit window. Remember, they will have to double stack if they both do pit. My prediction is that they'll go into the soft compound tyre. We have seen Omar go into the softs. Who else will go into the softs? So
yeah, if people are going on mediums, softs, I don't know. It could be the softs, I'm not sure. But yeah, it looks like people are going on the softs, so yeah. Only the Ferraris went on fresh mediums.
Yes, maybe he doesn't feel confident that the softs make it to the end. Remember,
there is still 12 laps.
Make it around.
There's 12 laps.
You can do 15 laps.
They can do 15 laps. Yeah,
and Reed stays out. Reed thinks he can make it to the end on this medium compound tyre.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm not sure. He's gonna. Oh, as Jack goes on the inters.
Oh, could the rain be coming?
He's gonna go for a gamble. As Jack goes onto the intermediates, and there is no rain yet.
Could Jack have screwed up his race? Could both Red Bulls have just screwed up their race? Because remember, there's no rain on the track yet. There is also I'm not sure if the Mercedes, no, not the Mercedes.
Very weird strategy from Jack. There was no rain. The track is still bone dry.
Yeah, so will he box for softs again this lap?
It could be, but he will lose out. He will lose out track position. He will go down the order again, as I don't know what happened. I think he was trying to think if the rain would come when the safety car is what's it called? When the safety car is in and the rain's coming and everyone has to box. And I don't think his gamble has worked as it is still not raining. And I wonder if he's going to box or is he going to stay out and gamble. But I think he should box as there are still lots of people that need to catch up to the safety car. As is he going to? He is not. He's staying out. He is so confident that the rain will come, as he is staying on the intermediates.
and that seems like a bit of a stupid decision. The Red Bull of Jack could just lose his podium, maybe even lose his points finish.
It could be, but still, it could
Wait,
work.
I'm seeing drops of rain on my screen. Could Jack's gamble work? I
It
am
could.
seeing slight drops of rain on my screen, and the rain is coming, ladies and gentlemen. As the rain, there's some little raindrops coming, and while everyone tries to catch up to the safety car, remember we still have Xenon who has to catch up to the safety car. The Red Bull has played the gamble, and could this gamble work? Could the track get enough so that these inters start to work?
It could be, but yeah, Jack has made a massive gamble.
And now if you go on board with anyone on the track, you can see the rain is starting to come more consistently, and it will start to rain more and more.
I think we just doubted Jack. I think he...
Safety car does come in this lap. The others, unless they stay out on this on these tricky, slippery conditions. And that is Anis who dives into the pits, and also the Mercedes of E1 dives into the pits. They're all coming into the pits. Reed staying out. Reed is confident he can stay out on the slicks, the medium compound tyre. Maybe he thinks he's to the end. There's still 10 laps left, and this rain will certainly get worse in 10 laps.
But yeah, still, we will probably have a couple more laps of the safety car yet, as Jack has made a huge gamble. Spectacular, man.
And if Reed pits this lap, he will come out in plumb last, down in P14. Everyone will overtake him.
Yeah.
But is it worth the gamble? Will he pit? If he pits, do you think he could overtake absolutely everyone? Because remember, he is one of the best drivers on rain, and the rain is starting to come more and more. Maybe the drivers are starting to struggle, and Jack has played off his gamble absolutely amazingly. What a gamble he has chosen.
Safety car is in
this lap.
Safety car is in, and I wonder if there's enough rain. I'm not sure. It could be. I'm not sure. But yeah, safety car is in, and
enough rain, maybe.
And we're about to see if this gamble will work for Jack and all the other people on intermediates.
And if there isn't enough rain yet, then maybe Reed can use this as an advantage and maybe try to gap Jack on inters as much as possible. Will Reed come into the pits this lap? No, he won't. He stays out, and he will. And Reed is gone. Wait, no, he's not. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And Reed is now going. He is now trying to use this rainy advantage to try to gap his teammate.
But yeah, Jack is still on.
The Mercedes of Omar. And Omar spun! There's contact between the Ferrari and Omar, and Omar has spun. Omar's been the unlucky one there, and being on the inside, he has had contact with the Ferrari. Last time out in Baku, the Ferrari made the Mercedes of Omar retire. And Jack is losing a lot of time. When I say a lot, he is losing about a second per sector. The gap is already 2.5 seconds. And will he be able to gap him enough to
as the Ferrari's going to go for a move.
And the Ferrari has made a move.
Yeah, as Jack, there's still not enough water.
There's not enough water on the track, but remember, there's still 9 laps of this Grand Prix left, and could we see something special happen? As everyone now pours past Jack, and Jack is now kind of in a sandwich. He's now in like one of the worst situations, and that is the Williams of Mackenzie.
I think he's just hit them. I don't know.
And Jack is now pouring down the order as everyone is starting to overtake him. He's trying to remake a move on Omar, and maybe Jack's gamble hasn't worked yet. Maybe there's not enough rain on the track. There is more rain coming, obviously, more and more as we speak. But Jack is now poured down into 8th place after everyone has overtaken. Zenon being the last man on the soft runner, the last man out of the soft runners. He's down in P11, not making any moves at the moment.
Yeah, but the intermediate runners are struggling so much right now. as this is the gamble has not worked yet, and I think it's not going to work as the rain is increasing.
And I'm using the graphic that tells you the gap to the leader, because Will Reed put a big enough gap to his teammate Jack, so that he can pit and maybe still come out in front ahead of him. The gap from Jack to his teammate is 10.1 seconds, and there's more rain coming, and DRS is enabled, so I thought that's a DRS disabled there, so I thought it was a true switchover period. Jack, all the interrun is going very wide there at turn 10, so there'll be no penalties for any of them if they're all having the same current problem. The two, one of the Williams runners, being Mackenzie, who is being the Mercedes for his home Grand Prix, has pit. But everyone's trying to make as big a gap as possible, so that when they all pit, they can do something special.
But is the engine going to work?
Moment, if Reed pit, he would come out in P12.
Yeah, Reed is still going for the gamble. He's staying out. As there is yellow flags, as I think
6.5 laps left.
As you know, it's probably equivalent to 6 minutes because this track is very fast. But
remember, the rain is
laps,
hit, so it'll be slower.
Oh, and I think the McLaren is I think he spun it.
The McLaren of Albert, who is on the soft compound tyre, the inters are starting to work more now. Remember, the inters in the drive.
As Reed is in, Reed is in.
Reed is in for his pit stop, and Reed, where will he come out? This is a super quick pit stop from Red Bull, but where will he come out? He should come out in a P9.
Oh.
What? No, he comes out. He should be coming out in P8, and now at the moment he is coming out in P8.
But yeah. Still, DRS is enabled.
And that is the AlphaTauri of Gavin, who is in the lead of this race at the moment. He came P2 last time out in Baku.
But yeah, Jack had a moment there. He almost spun it, but yeah, as you see, Jack is starting to show pace on the intermediates. He's trying to get past the McLaren, and it's the switchover period. As the McLaren goes down the inside.
Anis. Oh, and a switcheroo from Jack. And this is a switcheroo. He gets a better exit, more traction there. But will it be around the outside of turn 6? Will he make it stick? Will he make the move work? They're still side by side. It'll be turn 7 or turn 8 that decides it now. And surely Jack should overtake me now as the inside line for turn 9. But the McLaren has better speed on their exit there. And the McLaren puts his has now plumbed his car right in front of the Red Bull, kind of almost brake checks the Red Bull there. And DRS is still enabled, so these inters are starting to work more and more now, as more people are pitting. Oh! And what was that? And that is a big crash! That is a big crash! That was such a moment there, and it is a full course safety car. And I'm sorry, that is not, I would not put Jack out full there. Because I just don't see that possibly being Jack's fault. I think that could be a racing incident.
Well, we're gonna have to see from if we have clips, but I don't know what the fuck happened there.
And Dennis at the moment is in the lead of this race, so could he try and stay out and maybe try and get this win? Remember, the other McLaren is now in P3.
Yeah, but Aston Martin, just don't know why. But yeah, it's definitely going to be under investigation for that incident.
Definitely that will. I didn't get much evidence because my screen was kind of lagging, so it looked like.
Yeah, I did see.
From my point of view,
I did see some of it, but
into Jack.
I saw from, I think it was Jack's point of view. I'm not sure what exactly happened. There's still a bit will to will going into the first corner, and I'm not sure.
And no one has pit. None of these runners, obviously the top 3, all the top 3 are on the soft compound tyre.
They're just going to wait because there's only 3 laps left.
Be some last lap overtakes.
There's only 3 laps left though.
We still have to get Xenon to overtake, to catch up to the safety car. Really catch up to the safety car this lap. And that is Omar, who has overtaken Dennis underneath the safety car. Somehow. Do they have to switch back around? Doesn't look like they have to switch back around. So Omar's down to free position there.
Safety car will either be in this lap, as Omar has got a 5-second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags.
Yep, and I'm sure this investigation will now be out, and there'll be lots of controversy in the paddock, as that incident could well have ruined Anis's race. Well, I mean, it has ruined his race, but that could have got Anis to win that move. But from my point of view, it looks like Anis got his rear snapped, even though he was accelerating up the straight. It looked like his rear snapped. He went into Jack went into the barrier. Jack then bounced off the barrier and bounced back into Reed, and so yeah.
Yeah, that was very unexpected. But yeah, I don't know exactly what happened there. We'll get some clips and see exactly.
And if the safety car is in this lap, we'll get 2 laps of racing. And I need to go toilet real quick, so I'll literally run on it.
Oh. I'll go and check back and see what exactly happened, as I will.
Alright, I'm back.
I'm just gonna check from via the live stream and go back a bit to see what exactly happened from my point of view and your point of view.
Because from my point of view, you can see that I was on board with Jack, and then Anis kind of seemed like he turned into Jack, but I don't know if he deliberately turned into him or if he got a snap in the rear. So I just said snap in the rear because I didn't want to make it seem like he'd done it deliberately, and I don't know, so.
No, I'm seeing now. So Jack goes.
I mean, from my point of view, it looked like a racing incident because they're side by side in the wet. You know, anything happen.
Yeah, I
in
have
the
a
wet.
clip
Rear
now.
can snap.
I'll get the clip now.
And safety car is in this lap, so will Omar be able to hold off the intermediate tyre runners for 2 whole laps?
I'm not sure.
It'll be close. Oh! And that's the McLaren into the wall already! The McLaren has not been survived! The safety car restart, and the McLaren has gone into the wall! And Jack now has to make his way up the wall, and that is a super dive bomb from Jack. Reed moving down into P5 there, and he has been overtaken by E1. Jack is now making his way up the order, and he is now going for a move on the soft tyre runner of Omar. And Omar's gone very wide there. That is a shame for Omar, and that has allowed the top 3 to get ahead of them, and basically all runners are getting ahead of them. It is P4 for Kalen, one of the most consistent runners in this calendar season.
Yeah.
But now Reed has to try and catch up his teammate on these intermediate tyres, but first he has to get past the Mercedes of E1. And how will this work? And the Aston Martin there is in the gravel. He's in the gravel trap. Well, he was. And all the soft runners have gone from top 3 to all 3 of them being out of points. And this could well be some last lap action, as we are now going on to the final lap, and I will surely definitely spectate these 3.
But yeah, this is basically to the line.
To pull away. The gap is 1.1 seconds from E1 to Jack, and this is now 0.8 of a second. And Red Bull really do want this 1-2, as it is their home Grand Prix, and he'll be deploying as much ERS as possible. Will it be a send? No, it's not a send. It is tries to go around the outside. And he has a snap of oversteer there. Remember, in the rain, going from gear 1 to gear 2, you get so much wheel spin. It's actually unbelievable. It's kind of stupid as well. And that's his Omar, who has tried to go into the pit lane, but because he's tried to go into the pit lane, he has put it in the wall of the pit lane. So Dennis has had to do his drive-through penalty, although he has done the driving penalty. But what can we see now? The gap is 3 tenths. Can he get this podium? Can he get this second place? Will it be the Red Bull 1-2? It's definitely a win for Jack, surely, as Jack comes round the final 2 corners, and it's his Red Bull's home Grand Prix. He is in the Red Bull, and comes round the final corner to win the Austria Grand Prix, and it is a Red Bull 1-3, and they have extended now their championship lead. Obviously, Jack was behind. Gap. There were 4. Ewan and Jack were 4 points separated each other going to this race. Jack has managed to finish ahead. P1, E1, P2, and Reed in P3. But don't forget, we still do have these last 2 soft runners. And what can we see from them?
But yeah,
None of them
that
have their left end plate.
Yeah, that thing. Well, I do have a clip from that incident with what's his name is? Ains and Jack. I do have a clip from that from my point of view when I was spectating, and that will probably be looked at by the FIA, and we'll see what happens then. But I'm not sure what's going to happen.
Sister runners in this. My bro, man. You sent me a message first, yeah? I live in Smethwick, Birmingham. What the fucking bro? I'm from Smethwick, that's for energy.
And what a race that was.
You sent me a message first.
Yeah, what a race from their home Grand Prix. Yep. Will there be a race after this? I want to do a race after this.
3:30 now. Yeah, so do I. But
So
I've got another league. I can do another race after this, to be honest.
Yeah, I want to do a race. Yeah, I wanna do a race.
But what a race that was, and we'll see you next time out in Silverstone, which we'll see you next time out in Silverstone anyway.
Yep.
What a race! Come on, Red Bull 1-3.
Yeah.
If you go track limits there, they catch you lap time. And it was our home Grand Prix, so pretty proud of us there.
Yeah. I have a clip if you want to check it out. Or my point of view on board with Jack.
I don't think that was Jack's fault. If you look at Jack's steering wheel, Jack was going in a straight line. Jack wasn't turning at all. It was the McLaren that was turning into Jack. So if anything, that's a racing incident. That's not Jack's fault, actually. It doesn't look like, from my point of view anyway. And I'm not just saying that obviously because he's my driver, but just generally it doesn't look like his fault. Because his wheel is going straight.
So we do racing incident?
In my
Yeah,
point
wait,
of view,
let me just send it in FI decision making and see if what James thinks. Yeah, I completely agree with you.
Hold up, I just need to. There's everyone in the party, and I just need to congratulate them. Hold up, I'll literally join the party back in about a minute. Cause all my friends are in the party together. I'm just gonna go.
another bit out of my life. Well, I'm clipping another bit now, don't worry, guys.
Azerbaijan.
Excuse me, has anybody seen a white rabbit? Oh me, oh my.
Oh, he told me first, you. So, what? First you. Okay. What? Turn it off! Turn it off! Oh, he told me first, you. So, what? First you. Okay. What?
One back.
No, so. Damn.
What's a race? Hello?
Yo.
Yeah. Dennis took the role to go McLaren himself, even though he said Tom. I don't know if he did.
Oh, never mind. I actually need. Surprising.
Oh, no one's readied up. I wouldn't tell everyone's ready up.
Don't tell anyone. No, don't ready up. Why are you saying to ready up?
What,
I said
you
don't. No, my.
tell them I'm ready, tell them I'm ready then.
For fuck's
Please
sake.
tell them I'm ready.
Nah, I don't know what happened, but. I'm going karting today.
Today?
Mhm.
What are you going to today?
Yeah, I'm going today. Fucking late as well.
What
I
time?
actually start. I do my. We actually start at 10 p.m.
What, do you do kiting, like, sport?
Yeah, sometimes I do it often with tournaments and shit. I'll send you the track that we're going around. There's a YouTube video of like a lap of it. I sent you one.
Oh, team sport is like the best place you can go kiting. I was in Bristol!
Yeah, I live in Bristol.
Jesus Christ. When you leaving?
Okay then, drivers. So, welcome to a flying lap of team sport.
It is really fun.
So, we're just going to start
Oh wait, I think I've done this track before.
straight line this.
How far is Bristol? Like an hour away?
I don't know, it's in Avonmouth.
Now, there's quite a bit of coasting through this section. Keep it nice and tight.
Yeah, I've done this track. I've been there before. Yeah, and then you have the hairpin, and then you go up the hill. Yeah, I've done this track before.
Yeah, I'm going here this week. I'm doing a race.
Team sport is like the best place you can go karting if like you're a member of the public.
Yeah. All other tracks have like faster corners and stuff, and it's more cool.
Yeah, that's more slower corners and like you have more to think about when you have slower, and it's more tight. It's more tight and compact. Whereas other corners.
Bristol is more tight, and it's not more tight. It's like an easier track. It's easy, really. You just have to get the corners right.
Yeah, and I swear like a lap time there is around 47 seconds.
It's
Something
thingy
like
joining.
And it's joining.
I invite them again and again. I'm trying to ask them. Just wait until thingy bolts.
Does anyone have Anis as a friend?
Yeah, I do. I invited them. Is it gonna be rain or no?
No. I'm gonna make Silverstone dry for once.
Alright.
Right, I'll be. Oh, let me stop the streaming then. I'll be a moment.
Yep. Hopefully we get a better result. Well, McLaren.
Alright, I'll be a minute.
yeah, welcome to Silverstone. Shit. Anyways, yeah, qualifying's underway. I think this is round 7 of the F1 season. Just reminding that when it is round 8, which will be after this, the contract window will be open. So there will be major driver moves for every team basically, except from Red Bull because they have a really good driver lineup. But yeah. 18 minutes of qualifying, flat out qualifying. No one's out yet, but we'll expect for everyone to come out just in a minute. But yeah, as we see the AlphaTauri and Haas and both McLarens out.
Hello everyone, I'm back and welcome to the iconic Silverstone circuit. And we're in for a good race here. A lot of drivers home Grand Prix. Let me count them. 1, 2.
Omar's got a 5-place grid penalty.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 drivers home Grand Prix.
But yeah, this is a very, very spectacular race that is probably going to go on. Probably go on very well for the British drivers today, as there will be a lot of fighting for position. So everyone's going to go for their lap. Mostly, like half the grid is British, so this will be a really good race today.
Yep, and we have Mackenzie. So Mackenzie is in the Mercedes. His team principal putting him in the silver arrow, more of the black arrow now, so that he can get the best chance possible to maybe win his home Grand Prix, perhaps. But remember, Jack is there. Jack and Reed are both also British, so they'll be contenders for pole in their home Grand Prix also.
Yeah, we'll see how Mackenzie does in the fresh Mercedes. It's like George Russell, to be fair, but let's see what he can do. Could he put it on pole? Could he do anything? I'm not sure, but he has shown some pace in the Williams.
George Russell helmet, so
yeah. But as you see, I think that's the AlphaTauri on his lap. Just behind the Haas, got DRS, gets slipstream from the Haas. He's going to make a move onto there just so he can just get ahead from the Haas. Bruises past, but
now I'll take you through Mackenzie's lap. No DRS in this pit straight, unlike rates that we've done. Turn 1 and turn 2 both flat out. Coming up to turn 3, quite a semi-heavyish braking zone. Around 65 miles per hour is the slowest. Then we have the gear turn 4 being gear 2. Turn 5 flat out. DRS would be open, but he hasn't enabled DRS. So maybe he thinks he can get pole without DRS. Maybe he's doing a Verstappen in Netherlands, which he got the pole lap without DRS. So
I think Mackenzie is an AI. Right on board with him. Look at the steering wheel.
Fair enough. Yeah, because AI steering will do that. They walk on a lot.
Yeah, good time to go.
He hasn't lagged out.
People might have lagged out, I'm not sure.
No. He's done the right thing. Mackenzie has. He has backed off his lap. He probably went in AI mode because he was doing something, but as soon as he came back, he went out of AI mode and slowed down as much as possible to avoid getting that fastest lap.
Jack.
And that is Reed who gets a purple middle sector. Both the Red Bulls are on their laps. Both of them are on for pole position. And what can we see both Red Bulls do? One sets a 1:27.6. What does the second Red Bull set? And this will be close. Who will get provisional pole? And he's gone 6 tenths quicker in his home Grand Prix, and it's cost 1:27.0. And what a lap that was from Greed. He has gone 6 tenths quicker than his teammate in his home Grand Prix.
It's spectacular from the Red Bulls as well, and his home Grand Prix as well. Will he stick it on pole? As Mackenzie has yet to do a lap because of the AI incident, as him backing off. But he's not doing his lap. Actually, I think he's doing his lap now. I'm not sure.
I think
Yeah, he is. As the Red Bull is just ahead of him.
And now it's the Alfa Romeo that's just ahead of him as the Red Bull slowed down quickly for him.
But yeah, will get hold up
who
by
do I
that?
see there going backwards? And that is the Alpine on the Hanger Straight. The Alpine is on the Hanger Straight just after Maggots and Beckett. And he spun on the exit of Maggots and Beckett, I'm guessing.
Yeah, Mackenzie backing off the lap. There's too much traffic.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean,
Still-
there was a lot of traffic. He was starting to catch up to the Alfa Romeo as well, so, yeah.
Yep, all good. But still,
But both
Mackenzie
Mercedes
has-
drivers are British and both Red Bull drivers are British, so this is a showdown for all 4 drivers.
Yeah, Mackenzie still hasn't really. Yeah, he hasn't done a lap yet. Well, it has a thing of a 152, but that is terrible
Yeah,
because
he can definitely improve on that, and we all know he can improve on that.
Yeah,
he has
yeah.
set enough fuel for a few timed laps,
Yeah, he's going
and
for his
now
lap
this
now.
should be his official flying lap. He's got one car in front of him, which is the Aston Martin of Tom. Tom is in front of him, who Tom, I think, is either on a flying lap or he is just finished his flying lap.
But yeah, Mackenzie having some nice corners there, but he will get some slipstream, a little bit of slipstream from the Aston Martin, but he doesn't want to get hauled up by him. But yeah, is he gonna set any personal best or even faster lap times? But no, there's no purple sectors. He might, he probably be in the top 5, but yeah, Mackenzie is still showing pace, but. Will we have a chance to go on pole, as he is still on 2 lap old softs out, and that is what is suppressing his pace because of the old softs and stuff and the
And
situations
Aston
that
Martin
happen.
has realised the Mercedes is coming, and now the Mercedes of Mackenzie will get a fabulous slipstream from the Alfa Romeo ahead of him, and he is only 5 seconds ahead. Wait, no, yep, 5 seconds.
Now the Alfa Romeo is somewhat the Alfa Romeo is slotted in for Mackenzie's slipstream, and the Mackenzie's going to get hauled up.
And
So
he
he
goes
goes off
very
the
wide
track.
there because of it. It misses a sausage curve at least, though. And
He goes,
he
"Oh."
could be able to argue that the Alfa Romeo has ruined his lap.
Yeah, the Alfa Romeo really did ruin his lap on the last sector, and that will probably be looked at, but I'm not sure.
But Mackenzie has much more potential here at his own Grand Prix, and he's in a better car, so maybe he isn't used to the Mercedes feeling. Remember, he's in a Williams, and the Mercedes and the Williams are 2 very different cars. They handle very much differently, and yeah, so
Yeah, the Anis is out for his lap. I think he's going for a double warm-up lap. Oh, he's went a bit.
with Mackenzie, he went onto the gravel.
Yeah. But yeah, the McLaren needs to get a good result because of what happened last race. Was devastating. A DNF for him. It was just pure racing in the rain, as there is no rain forecasted for the race or anything else. So yeah, he dives into the pit lane again, and will we go for another set of softs because it's some 3 lap old softs, so that isn't really good. So let's see what
And is that Tom or is that is Dennis?
what happened.
No, the Red Bull and the Aston Martin just go side by side, both in their out laps. Actually, I think Dennis is on his in lap.
Yeah, Jack is on his lap.
So Jack is on his lap at the moment on the Wellington straight, but at the moment I am spectating Reed, the man on provisional pole at the moment. But Jack needs to improve by 6/10 if he wants to be taken pole here. At the moment he is still on the front row, but even the man behind him, E1 behind him, he will be looking to finish as high as possible in this qualifying session, so that maybe he can have a better chance in his home Grand Prix.
But yeah, Jack, it doesn't seem like he's improving and not having purple sectors.
Oh, I know, because his fuel load is
Yeah.
running very short.
Yeah, he is free. He's
He
free
is
temps
improving,
up.
so he's 3 temps up. He's got a purple middle sector going through Stowe at the moment. This is where I'll be sitting in the grandstands next year in 2022.
Goes a bit wide
through
there.
the final machine. And how
But yeah.
much will he improve on his lap?
But yeah, going into the final corner, see what he can do. And it is.
And he's improved, so that he is now 2/10 off of Reed's lap. But Reed is also on a flying lap, and he is going through cops at the. He's
He
going
has
through
4
cops
1,000s
right now.
up.
So Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton collide in real life. So going through Maggots and Beckett's at the moment. Very hard series of corners, very quick. And at the very last one, round gear 5, gear 6 there, gear 6 for the Red Bull. How much is he up? He is 1/10 up on him, so he will probably put Jack now at 4/10 behind him, maybe even 5 if he can improve a lot in this last sector. But
He goes really wide there. He does go wide in that corner. That will probably put out some other. That could be like it's not invalidated. I'm just saying it could call out some people, and they might their laps might be invalidated. But yeah, he goes fastest. 126 now. And he goes,
right.
I think, as you
He's
said,
the first man into the 126.
he's 6 temps up. Is he
And
6
could
temps
we
up?
see
Yeah.
125s from these drivers here today? Is it
I
possible?
doubt it. They have to improve 7/10 from Reed's time, so... Well, not really, but Reed has to improve, like, more than 8/10 or even that to even get into the 125s, but I doubt 125s will be possible today. It'll probably be 120.
Anis has sent his McLaren straight into the wall at turn 4. So I'm not quite sure why he done that. Maybe out of frustration and anger, but he really has wrecked his car.
Yeah, he's done. The only time that he's done is a 128 flat, and that is the time that he has.
Mackenzie, go on board with Mackenzie. I repeat, go on board with Mackenzie right now. You'll be able to see where Anis's McLaren is parked, and it is just over there. And that is in the wall very deeply.
Yeah.
And could we see Marius? Marius is in the pit box at the moment, but could we see Marius do a better lap? Because if Marius improves by like at least 0.05 of a second, he will be ahead of Anis on the start. So this isn't Anis's home Grand Prix, Marius's home Grand Prix. But it would be nice if he was there to support his 2 Red Bull sister teammates and maybe try to help them.
Yeah.
Maybe try to fend for Mercedes for them. But Marius is out for an outlap right now. This will probably be his last outlap. This will probably be for his last flying lap. The Mercedes of E1 is coming out. Mackenzie is on a flying lap. He is going through the chicane right now. Could he improve on Anis's time? Remember, he has no traffic this time round, so what can he set? I think it's this lap that is his flying lap. But anyway, going through turn 1, turn 2, both of them flat out. Turn 3 and turn 4. Turn 3 is gear 3, and then turn 4 is gear 2. Lowest speeds of around 50 miles per hour. there. Anyway, you're going up to the Wellington Straight. This is where Martin Brundle famously said he's gonna have to weave like crazy. This was for a commentary piece of where
He's a 10th down.
Max Verstappen and them crashed. Max Verstappen and Lewis crashed.
Yeah, he is a 10th down on his lap.
Oh.
He's still going. He's probably going to try to improve.
Well, what we can't forget is that the 10th down might be in the middle sector and the last sector, but where he lost time was the final sector where the Alfa Romeo was blocking him, which was in the final sector, right at the end. Going through Maggots and Beckett's perfectly there, perfectly nailing all these corners here. Gear 5, heading down now for the hangar straight. Remember, this Mercedes has some excellent straight line speed. He will be looking to get all the speed, top speed out of that Mercedes, around 197 miles per hour for him. How wide does he go with this apex? Not very wide. And he dives into the pits, so will he get to do another lap?
Sure. Wait, how long is it? The yellow flags are blocking the time. 2 minutes.
And 47 seconds.
So, would there be enough time?
There could be enough time because it's only a 1:30 track, and if he is going into the pits around now and getting taken into his garage, he will have to put on a soft tyre and get out immediately for his outlap.
Yeah.
Both Red Bulls are now on an outlap.
Yeah, Mackenzie only good enough for P6
at the moment. But we all know he is much better. Maybe he just needs a fresher compound tyre. And could we see him put it ahead of his teammate?
Could be, I'm not sure. If he gets a really good lap in.
And did you? I was on board with Jack, and now Jack has a 5-second penalty for a collision with Ryan. So I'm not quite. Ryan went very wide, and he is cutting all the corners, trying to get pole in his home Grand Prix.
Yeah, but I think Jack's chances of getting pole is now gone because he has a penalty.
Yep, and that will not help Jack in his home Grand Prix.
Yeah, he'll be starting P7 if he keeps P2, or if he sticks it on pole. But then after starts P6, and that's the best he can do unless he gets P1. So yeah, let's see what he can do. I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna go for another lap.
So he is gonna go for a lap, but
there's only 30 seconds left, and he's gonna go from the last corner. He's gonna go for another lap. He's trying to get pole.
And there's a minute left for me, and Mackenzie and Reed are on an outlap. They're going to go through going past the line at around 30 seconds.
But yeah, as Jack is going DRS wide open down the hangar straight, and let's see what he can do. As he's
Mackenzie will know
down.
this is his final chance to maybe even try to stick it on pole if he is quick enough for pole. But Reed's time is absolutely is so quick that I'm not sure if he will. Mackenzie still going through his outlap still. There's 17 seconds left of this session. He should be able to get past the line. Will he get through the line though?
Will it happen? But yeah, he's going for his lap now.
And he's just about got past the line. It's
over.
And now it's over. It's over for me. Well, now.
What? Yeah, it was over for me like ages ago, and you were like saying it was like.
Oh.
I don't know, some glitch with the timer, but yeah, qualifying is over. Reed is on pole.
On an outlap. Reed at the moment holding provisional pole. Can Jack put a stop to that provisional pole? He is going through very quickly. Will he improve?
Yeah, he is improved.
He does improve, but it's not quick enough for pole position quite. He's not got into the 126s. Reed at the moment is the only man into the 126s. Reed still has provisional pole, but only men that can stop him is really the Mercedes and the two Mercedes, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, I think, Reed is about to go faster, and he does.
And Reed does go faster.
So Omar is disqualified.
I didn't even know Omar was in this, to be honest.
He's in the Williams.
Oh. Oh, and that is E1's lap ruined by traffic at the chicane where Mackenzie was held up. Let's hope that Mackenzie does not get held up this time round. There's no traffic and he can see that. How much time will he gain going through here? It's his home Grand Prix. His Mercedes for it. Where does he put this Mercedes? And and he has not improved. He's improved by a little bit, but not enough. It's enough for 5th place to get ahead of Anis, but not enough for anywhere higher. So the top 5 is confirmed. Oh, but I've forgotten. Jack has a 5-place grid penalty now because of his collision.
Start from P7.
Yep.
But yeah, that is the grid. Qualifying is over. Reed is on pole. Astonishing lap from him. But yeah, still, I think, yeah, Mackenzie has got ahead of the, what's his name?
Who's?
I can't even remember, but got ahead from the McLarens. He got ahead from
Which
both
one is this
McLarens.
Michael kid? What is this Michael kid doing? How's he not finished yet?
I'm not sure, but yeah, there's only 1 second of time remaining. What's going on?
1 second? For me, there's still 25.
That's weird. Yeah, I don't know how Emerald is going, but we're riding on board with him. Yeah, it's still going. Is he improving? We'll see by sector 2. Still going.
The time is at 1 second, so I'm not sure.
I don't think he's doing the lap. Wait.
My body's glitched.
Yeah, mine's like glitched as fuck, man.
For some reason, it's put Mick Schumacher and Charles Leclerc into the race.
Oh, who's added the AI then?
Oh, finally! He's gone into the pits.
Oh, is it glitched?
They're going on to the qualifying screen.
I'm still on board. No one else is doing a lap time. As Alfa Romeo is just like into the pits, but he doesn't go into the pits. He's the only one who has not finished for some reason. Just DNF or something, yeah.
Who are you speaking to?
I'm not speaking to anyone. Oh my god. He's out of the map.
Yeah, Kerr, that's what I'm trying to wonder. It doesn't say that they're here on my screens, on this display board. Well, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm at that qualifying thing now, yeah. But yeah, qualifying is now officially over. You there?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're cool now. Yeah, the race. Oof, yay. But yeah, for me, lap is gonna be on the way in a minute. Oh, after this, I'm just gonna practice because I will. So, just gonna practice. disregarding really, but doesn't really help. But I'll just try.
But the drivers are now loading in for the information lap. Jack is starting in P7 because of his grid penalty. He collided with Ryan.
But yeah, you wanna say the grid order?
Huh?
Do you wanna say the grid order?
I'll say it later in the lap. Like around when I get to cops, I start to say it around.
That's true, then it ends. But yeah, predicted strategy is soft to medium, it says.
Yep, and Britain has always been a one-stopper, especially on a 50% racing. Everyone starts on the soft compound tyre today, so we'll have to see how they can make use of this soft compound, which means they'll all be on the mediums at the same time. So it's either soft to mediums or soft to hard, which
Yeah.
I'm guessing most people will go soft to medium unless they box early.
Will people go for the two-stop? I mean, it could just be Lewis Hamilton 2020 all over again. People getting punches. But we'll see that. We have no idea.
But anyway, let me explain the grid order. So, we have Reed on pole, sticking on pole, being 5/10 away from anyone on his super lap of a 1:26.6, I'm pretty sure it was. Anyway, we have E1 in P2, Marius making a stomping lap in P3, Mackenzie P4, Anis P5, Albert P6, Jack P7, Kaylin P8, Gavin P9, Brian P10, Tom P11, Dennis P12, Brian P13, Kerr P14, Zenon P15, Michael P16, Nick P17, and at the back of the grid we have Omar in P18. And that's just the Red Bull stopping on his formation lap, trying to get some rear temperatures. He needs temperatures in all those tyres. He's weaving like crazy.
But yeah. Everyone's lining up to the grid now. Let's see
And I
what's
know who I'm
happening.
spectating once again. I'm spectating E1, the man in P2. Or actually, I think I might spectate around middle of the grid because whenever I spectate front of the grids, there's always a crash at the back. So
Yeah,
getting lucky a lot with them.
I'll ride on board at the front just in case. But yeah, I'm gonna ride on board with Reed. So here we go.
And there'll be immense pressure from all the Britsmen in this race. But so we go to 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go. And who got the better start? Wait, no one started for me.
What the fuck?
Wait, no, it's lights on away we go now. Wait, what?
What the hell?
My thing was so glitched, but it was very late for everyone. But the Alpha Tauri is up into P2, and that was a stomping start for the Alpha Tauri. And now the Alpha Tauri is running in P2. This gives me Pierre Gasly vibes back in 2019 when he was at Toro Rosso.
The Alfa Romeo has stalled on the grid.
Yeah, I think that. I'm not sure what the Alfa Romeo is doing, but he has a driving penalty for a jump start.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. But yeah, Jack up to P4 already.
I think he might have lagged out.
Did he lag out? Oh shit.
I'm not sure, but Jack is up to P3 already, and will the Alpha Tauri let him through?
But yeah, still, as the
Alpha Tauri goes side by side, no, the Alpha Tauri just let him through nice and swiftly. The Alpha Tauri knows these two Red Bulls need to get as best of a finish as possible. They need the 1-2 for the championship, and the Alpha Tauri really defend against the Mercedes. The Alpha Tauri doesn't have the best straight line speed. They are going side by side on the hangar straight. Who will come out? It's around the outside from the Alpha Tauri at Stowe. And what happens here? And he's been pushed out very wide, the Alpha Tauri has. Oh wait, no, I don't know if you know if he was behind, side by side of him. But anyway, it's his Red Bull 1-2 at the moment. And the Alpha Tauri has let through one Mercedes. he will try to keep the other Mercedes behind as far as possible, which is Mackenzie. Mackenzie being a Mercedes for his home Grand Prix, so he will very much enjoy that. Yellow flags at in sector 1 there, even though no one's in it. Oh, and that's contact. That is contact between the Alfa Romeo, the AlphaTauri, and the Mercedes.
Yeah, there's a bit of a crazy situation as far as still the predicted strategy is soft medium or soft hard. Wonder if people are gonna box early for hards and go to the end or mediums. I'm not sure.
There is people boxing early, and one of them is Omar. One of them is Emerald Knight, which is Michael. He has gone on for some soft tyres. Oh wait, no, he's doing a drive-through penalty. I forgot about that. Yeah. He did have a drive-through penalty, so he has decided to do that now.
Yep, still the Red Bulls.
But the Red Bull of Jack, did he get better exit of Maggots and Beckett? He did, and he is gaining a lot on his other Red Bull teammate. Both of them are British, and they have gapped the pack by 2 seconds now. Both of the Red Bull Britsmen. This will be interesting because remember this is a one-stop. So when will both of them pair? But I'm assuming both of them will go onto the medium compound tyre, and maybe. Oh, and that's fastest lap for Jack after he stole it off his Red Bull mate.
But yeah, DRS is enabled, and will Jack make a move on the Hangar Straight?
This one's the Wellington Straight, not Hangar Straight yet.
Wellington Straight, yeah.
Hangar Straight's after Maggots and Beckett.
Yeah, I know.
But it is DRS, and what way will he go? Will he go to the left and right? He's forced to the right, and Reed tries to squeeze him in, and it's around the outside. No, because Reed goes deep. Reed does go deep, and he goes very wide. And will he try to go for a switcheroo, will Jack? He has got a kind of... No. Yep, his car was straighter going off the exit of Luffield. And he's now got a much better run, slipstream all the way down to Cops, heading to Maggots and Beckett's. They are now, remember, Maggots and Beckett's through the second one, I'm sorry. The DRS section is there, and on the Hangar Straight, that is the longest DRS zone here today. And there's only 2 DRS zones, and he now does have DRS. The Red Bull will be under immense pressure. He is breezing past him. So much speed going through here. They are coming to Stowe. Do they touch? It doesn't look like they touch, but they are battling.
Yeah, they do touch.
They're battling like crazy, and Reed is down into P2. We have some more battles in the midfield here. There is a fight for P5. Mackenzie has kind of dropped down the order down to P8 after probably maybe some contact with the AlphaTauri. AlphaTauri is holding quite a nice race. He is in DRS. Wait, no, he's not. He's not
Reed will get DRS.
Man in front. But Reed, yes, will get DRS. And what can Reed do? He is 7 attempts behind his teammate. Jack was not quick in qualifying, but he is looking quicker in terms of race pace. And Jack will start to escape his teammates now. And maybe even go for the win. Remember, he is behind in the championship. Probably... He's now starting to creep. He's starting to creep closer towards him.
He's got slipstream
every race, and he does have a slipstream. And will we have a Max Verstappen Lewis Hamilton moment, but a cleaner one, like in the sprint race where Max Verstappen managed to defend his inside? But they are There's 2 attempts separating them, going off the exit of Cops.
We've got DRS
and he does have DRS, and this is exactly where Jack overtook Reed, and Reed is about to return the favour, but this time he pulls to the right. It's going to be down the inside. Remember, the inside is the slower line. You have done a lot more, whereas on the outside you can take a lot more speed round. But Jack is held at bay for another lap, and he has been overtaken by his teammate Reed. And this battling will just keep going on lap after lap after lap. But we are seeing Anis starting to attack the AlphaTauri. And Anis will probably get the AlphaTauri on this next DRS straight. Which is a Wellington straight, of course. But also Kalen will probably get... and Kalen has made a dive down the inside of... that's his Albert. They're at turn 3, and I'm pretty sure he's got DRS. He has got DRS as well. He will now escape him. And the McLaren breezes past the Alpha Tauri. It's like taking candy from a baby.
What? Okay. But yeah,
It's like that. It's so easy. It's so easy to take candy from a baby.
yeah,
Basically.
Jack has got the
They're able to
slipstream
take
again. It's gonna be all. It's gonna be the same thing all over again from last lap. They both go wide again.
They both go wide, so both gaining the same advantage, you could say. And this is brilliant battle, but Jack is so quick for Maggots and Beckett, much quicker than Reed on controller. Remember, Maggots and Beckett is quicker on steering wheel than on controller. And Jack is now coming to return the favour to Reed like he has done. He kind of does a dummy fake move, and he... Reed tried to pull to the outside, but Jack closes that gap and shuts it down. And Mackenzie almost being overtaken by Albert, but it is contact between the two. And what is Albert doing to Mackenzie? And this is a very close pass, and they have contact about 2 or 3 times there. And someone has spun on the straight, on the hanger straight.
As Reed is so close to Jack right now, he needs to get this good exit, and he doesn't. He just looks at the wheels on the rears a bit, and just loses a load of time. He's now 5 tenths away, and now he's gaining and gaining and gaining again. It's going to be all over again from the immense laps that have been happening before, and it will happen down the hanger straight before then again. But yeah, and goodbye, someone died. But yeah, I can't really do anything now. But yeah, Reed is getting slipstream. He's gonna get DRS. He did not overtake in this lap. And will we go for the dive bomb? No, he won't. As they're going to the next lap. It's lap 7, yeah. As he does have the slipstream, he's 2 times away. And he's going into the first corner, and he's gaining. And will we get him on the straight? He just needs to nail this exit. As Reed, will we exit it? And Jack's went a bit wide. Oh, will we get him? He has DRS, and he has DRS. He's gonna go for the move. And DRS.